Hey, wonderful people. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Time is pretty late night, early morning. It's around 2 a.m. here, almost 2 a.m. This is a new affordable watch that I bought. This is actually one of the China brands. Just really love this PRX sort of homage and type of watches. I just really like this. What do you call the dial? Dials are my first priority when I buy a watch. I try to look for something that looks like a nice accessory. So I'm not a watch enthusiast, but sort of like I collect, right? So today I want to do just one video, and I don't have the energy to do so much videos because there's a lot of things going on in our country. It's just very unsettling and very disappointing and heartbreaking. So I still have to continue my work, so I'm just going to do the one video. Hopefully you'll not mind and watch it. So today I'm going to do initial impression on this fragrance called Armaf Ventana, and this called Marine. So this fragrance was out, I think, a couple of years back. When it came out, few sellers brought it, but I could not get a hold on one of the bottles. I could not buy and review, right? So the thing is, finally I got this from one of the pages here, MMC Luxury Perfumes. I saw them bringing it, so I ordered it immediately. They dispatched it. I got it within a day. So it's initial impression after wearing it for one time, and I will do a full review maybe a few months from now. So Armaf is a house. I did a lot of review back then when I started my journey, 2016, 17. I used to collect all the Armaf possible, and back in the days I've done a lot of Armaf. Maybe the channel called Toiletarian, that guy, he changes the channel name. He's one of the OGs. So his name is Nasser. Okay. So he lives in UK. So what is his channel called now? I know I follow him, but I forgot that name. Anyway, Toitarian is this old channel. So he perhaps done more Armaf than me, but I hold some of the best, not best, highest number of Armaf reviews. So I don't buy that many Armafs nowadays because Armafs are going out of crazy pricing, man. Some of them are costing $100, not paying that price. But this one is not that expensive. This is under $25. So this is the packaging, very beautiful. I have done a review called Afnan 9 a.m. Swim or something, I forgot the name. That one was a very nice blue, sort of similar themed. So this is by Sterling Perfumes, Armaf. I really like this packaging for a reason, because it looks like water. This thing is a little bit raised at the side. The previous one was different, but this one has a sky blue theme. Nice packaging, okay? So nothing crazy going on here, okay? So the bottle looks just like the original Ventana, but the coloration is different. I still have that Ventana. I just took it out after many years. I don't use it anymore. I have about, I think, perhaps 15-20 ml left in this bottle. This was the cheap looking, very cheap feel bottle back in the days, a Dior Sauvage clone, right? So this was kind of like a cheap bottle, and then atomizer, everything. I mean, not my favorite like bottle design from Armaf, because Armaf does some cheap, horrible bottles. That was one of them, but this is the same, but looks better with the coloration, okay? Blue, kind of looks like jail, to be honest. Like being inside a jail, there's a bottle, glass bottle in there. So this side is very premium. Unlike the other one has this dotted pattern. But this is better. The Ventana Marine is better, is the sticker. So it says Armaf at the top. So yeah, kind of nice in a way, but feels cheap. The cap is very hard. Okay. Atomizer is okay, not bad. Okay, good atomizer. So I am wearing this fragrance somewhere here. Let me respray here. Let's just go 3 sprays, and let's kick some to place. Good. So this is supposedly, I saw Fragrantica and some of the reviews, is supposedly a dupe of Bleu de Chanel, which is one of those top sellers on the classy fragrances, one of the most desired perfume, but very expensive. In Armaf, funny thing, they have made several attempts to make Bleu de Chanel dupe. So far, the best one I have, I always say, iconic. My bottle is finished almost. I need to get a 200 ml backup. This is truly a beast mode performer. It's not same like Bleu de Chanel, but very long lasting, very beautiful, and very polished. One of the best blue fragrances. So also they did Voyage Blue, Armaf did. They did Shades Blue. I think that was somewhat Bleu de Chanel clone, and then there were other ones like some other companies they did. Bleu de Chanel has a lot of dupes, right? So do you need another one, or this is the best one yet? Okay. So first of all, let me talk about performance, how much I got out of this. I wore this heavily. When I went out today, it was very hot and humid, and the country is seeing some of the worst weathers. You might feel, oh, it's not that sunny, but the humidity makes it worse. And one of our brothers, I think Paul, he is from Norway. I don't know where he's from. I forgot. But he recently took a trip to Thailand, and he said, brother, when I'm wearing my perfumes, now I understand what you meant by fragrances do not last more than 1 hour. The weather is horrible and so hot. And that's what is said about Thailand, Malaysia, Indonesia, this Southeast Asia, this side, Singapore. Very, the weather is very like difficult. Fragrances do not last. So I worried in this kind of weather, and I got like 3.5 hours of longevity. Some of you may say like this is poor. Ventana, original one, actually this has really beastly performance. At first I did not feel so, but when I wore it, it easily gives 6 to 7 hours. This one lasts a long time on the skin. So Dior Sauvage alternative, yeah, a little bit synthetic, but good value for money. But compared to that, perhaps because this is relatively newer, maybe in time it will get stronger. But performance is not so far beastly. 3.5 hours to 4 hours. That's my initial impression. And projection is really good for half an hour, then it starts becoming like within like arm's length, right? So in terms of smell, how close is it to the Bleu de Chanel? This is not the best take on Bleu de Chanel, in my humble opinion. Like in terms of smell, yeah, you can tell. Oh, when I spray it, like I also have Armaf Tag Him. Okay, this is better than Tag Him. I love Tag Him. There's also another Bleu de Chanel clone. So they have 5, 6. Good lord, Armaf made. Why? Is it good money earner? Perhaps. Okay, but this one has like other options. Could have been Afternoon Swim or some other more expensive other fragrances. Armaf tend to stick to Invictus, Sauvage, Bleu de Chanel, Acqua di Gio. This within this, like even they made Sidinim Oud, that was Herba Pura, very disappointing. So this thing is a little bit like redundant in my humble opinion. Like if you already have Bleu de Chanel, you definitely don't need this. If you're looking for a dupe of Bleu de Chanel, this is not the best one. Definitely not the best one. But in terms of like packaging, price, if you see, it's a decent fragrance. It's a good fragrance. I would say on its own, it's not a bad fragrance. It will be a really good perfume for budget, for students who are looking for not so expensive perfume. It's a brand, okay? And I think if you wear heavily on the shirt, you can get 4 to 5 hours, right? But this is good for warm weather. So what's good about it? It smells nice. It's just a very uniform, like does not have that much transformation. It's a very, what's that word I'm looking for? Like uniform is not the word. Anyway, it does not have any change much. It has this kind of like a Bleu de Chanel-ish, more, you can think of like water waves hitting the rocks, like from, if you see from mountain, if you have great view and you see coral reefs and everything, this one reminds me of boating, being near the seaside, a little bit like Aqua di Gio, like, it has that marine feel. So it is a marine Bleu de Chanel. That's what I feel. A little bit different, but more of the same. Okay, so those who want to try this, I suggest you can give it a try, but it is a little bit synthetic, just like the original Ventana. Okay, so the quality is not as polished as some of the other higher end Armaf, like Armaf Niche. Okay, so those are the things. So this is what I feel about this fragrance. Armaf's nice looking bottle had so much more promise and could have been a little bit more on the grapefruit. They could have worked on the opening, but I think that's what they do. Just to a little bit tweak here and there, and then they just, like how to say, making another new fragrance. Okay, so not Bleu de Chanel. It says 70% of it similar, but 30% on its own scent. That Marine Accord is good, and this fragrance is good for everyday usage, like your daily drive, or how do I say, it is like a rough use if you want to go out, let's say for a trip, like to shopping mall, or you want to pick up something, have some work delivery to do. This is a good fragrance for that. If you're going working in your garage or in your car, great fragrance. Okay, but if you really ask me, it's nowhere near quality of Bleu de Chanel. This is what I feel. But for the price, this is the strength. 25 bucks definitely is a very affordable price tag. So this is where it wins, and I'll give it still 8 out of 10 for value and the bottle design. Spread is also good. Longevity is not terrible. Okay, but if you ask me, what is a better fragrance than this? The Armaf Cdnim Precious or Precio, the new one. That thing is a small bottle, but the quality of the juice is crazy. Okay, so 8 out of 10 for Ventana Marine. They had more uh, opportunity or potential with this, but if they did, I would give it like, let's call it 7.5 out of 10, not 8, 7.5 out of 10. Good value, good smell, but there are better alternatives to Bleu de Chanel. And Bleu de Chanel, if you can afford, get it. Okay, better fragrance. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching. I think I'll sign out for the night. Take care. Bye bye.